Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, girls and boys and girls, welcome to our channel, Inspirational Minutes with David. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, let you know that we're back on Inspirational Minutes with David, the Optician. Today, yes, it's midweek. It's February the 1st, by the way. Thank you. And so with this, hey, listen, with this, February 1st, they call it Black History Month. Okay, we're going to give a little applause for that. And we're going to talk about that as well. Also, today is the, as we're speaking, as I'm talking right now, the funeral is going on for Mr. Tyree Nichols. So that is going on at this present time as well. But here's the deal. It's Black History Month today, February 1st. And Black History Month has a his story behind it. The Black History Month. I'm gonna tell you a little bit where it came from and where it did not come from. So Black History Month, they said 3 things you need to know about the annual celebration, Black History 2023. Black History, or February, marks Black History Month. It's a tradition that got started in the Jim Crow era, and it was officially recognized in 1976 as part of the nation's bicentennial celebrations. And what it does, it aims to honor the contributions that black people in America made, and to recognize their sacrifices. In 1926, Carter G. Woodson, who was a scholar and often referred to as the father of black history, established a Negro History Week to focus attention to black contributions to civilizations. And according to the NAACP, Woodson, at the time, only the second American after W.E.B. Du Bois to earn a doctorate degree from Harvard University. This in 1920. That is huge. That is huge. And fervently believe that black people should be proud of their heritage, and that all Americans should understand, as we say, understand the largely overlooked achievements of black Americans. Wow. Great. Awesome. Very great. Now, I will tell you this. Let me take my glasses off so I can see. I will tell you this. Black History is America's true story. That's the name of this bill today. Black history is not just a month. Black history is 365, sometimes 366 days of the year. Black history is the very fabric of America. It's the very fabric of the reason why they call it the United States of America. So those are two different meanings. It's the country, America, and then it's the corporation, the United States of America, that come through the Civil War. Black history was vital in bringing America to its second name of the United States of America, the corporation of America. Let's don't get that twisted or tangled. Now, again, today, right now, they are having the funeral of Mr. Nichols, I should say. I'm sorry, Mr. Nichols. Sorry about that, King. I'm sorry. And I wish I can pour a little liquor. That's old African heritage. Original American heritage to pour liquor on the so-called dead. But we'll drink to it. We'll drink to it because here's the deal. The brother has moved on. Now, Tyree Nichols was born June the 5th of 1993. Breonna Taylor, they killed her too a few years ago while she was in her house. The police bust through the door and murdered her too while she was asleep. She was born also, her born date is June 5th, 93 as well. So you take 6 plus 5 is 11. 9 plus 3 is 12. And you add those numbers together, it's 33. They're transcending. Did it not say that Christ transcended at 33? Let me not get too deep or profound with this information. But they were both born June 5th, 93. They both had a assignment to take the Spirit did and to move on. They both were the same age, 29. 9 and 2 is 11. 11 is a very spiritual, poetic, angelic, spiritual number and powerful. So, our bill today is entitled Black His Story is America's True Story. It's real. I'm not joking. And here's the deal. Every time I hear a black person say, "Oh, Lord Jesus Christ," every time I hear a black person say or preach about a Jesus Christ, what I hear, to me, just me, and maybe you might have a little pushback what I'm about to say next, but what I hear self-hatred. Hatred for all of their ancestors' struggles against the people who pushed this Jesus/God religion onto them. See, it was the people who pushed the ancestors to hate the spiritual traditions of their own ancestors, who pushed for black folk of today to hate and view as demonic the spiritual traditions of our ancestors, to accept the religious traditions, and love the traditions of the indigenous people, the indigenous continents invaders. It is because many black folk today, many black people today have become so comfortably conditioned in what their mind has been programmed with. Many of you have no desire to learn. Many of you have no desire to open up your mind. Many of you have no desire to go outside your traditions. Many of you have no desire to what you learn to unlearn. Many of you have no desire to let me get my point out. Many of you have no desire to take it in reverse. Everything that was taught to you, take it in reverse. Take it in reverse. Unlearn and learn. Many of you have no desire to learn and to know the truth. Maybe I'm just one spiritual being encased in a physical, human, material body is sick of hearing it. It's sad to see that when you become one who knows the truth, it's sad to see it when you become the one who knows the truth. I love you. I love you from where you at. But on this Black History Month, notice it's the month. It's the month, the shortest month of all the Gregorian calendar months. 28 days. It was just a week in the beginning. Oh, they gave us 28 this time, the whole month. And they picked February to be the month that we celebrate Black His Story. I love you. And what I say and do is strictly from the heart. It's from the heart. Black history. Black his story. And when you go back and learn and unlearn it and learn about our ancestors, you will begin to pull back, like I always say, you begin to brush off your pineal gland. When you begin to peel away the onions, the different peels of an onion, the different striations of an onion, and to get to the core, like an onion, you begin to take off the funk of it and begin to see the truth of it. Even with the old paradigm, a birth to death represents an outdated concept that is woefully inadequate in defining the unfolding reality of expanded awareness. Materialistic science is at the end of its days. And guess what? Most scientists are changing their views. The old concepts will soon be regulated to the same dustpan as the earth is flat, as we develop a more mature understanding, and transcend old beliefs. That's by Dr. Eben Alexander, Harvard neurosurgeon. That's an excerpt from an interview with Awakening Times. Black, his story is America's story. Black, his story is with us, black, what they call black. Black is form of no color. But black is all colors put together, it becomes black. So everybody is a part of this black, his story. The whites, the blacks, the browns, the yellows. We're all part of this so-called melting pot, which become black. His story is America's story. You see, everybody has a little bit of sun and moon in them, right? We're all one. Everybody has a little bit of man, woman, and animal in them. Dark and light in them. Everyone is a part of a connected cosmic system. Part earth and sea, wind and fire. And some salt and dust swimming in between in them. We have a universe within ourselves that mimics the universe outside. None of us are black or white, are constantly wrong and always right. No one exists without polarities. It's always a polarity. It's always good, bad, white, black, love, hate. We all have a polarity, even nature itself. Everyone has good and bad forces working with them, against them. And guess what, people? Within them. You know, that's Susie Cassine. Rise up and salute the sun, the breath of life. Of course, that is named. We breathe the trees. We breathe, and the trees breathe what we breathe. We breathe in what the trees breathe out. So when we breathe each other into existence, we, us, the galaxies, and the arrays of science and the codes of law, land, air, water, law, and the plays of music, we're breathing each other into existence. Black his story is America's story. And breath, of course, goes in a cycle. We have a cycle within us. A cycle to reach capstone. A cycle through your cosmic levels, your chakras. A cycle, Ouroboros. A cycle within us. And I tell you this to celebrate and use this month, people, not just black people, period. particularly Americans, people. Use this month to learn and unlearn what you were taught in school. The traditions, the indoctrinations. Take it in reverse. I challenge you to do that. I challenge you to do that. You see, your ancestors did not survive everything that nearly ended them for you to shrink yourself to make someone else comfortable. This sacrifice is your war cry. Be loud. Be everything and make them proud. Make them proud. Because I am my ancestors' dream. If you made it this far in our inspirational minutes with David, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, hit the like and share the information, share the news, share the wealth of information that you get on this channel. Please comment. I'm committed to commenting. I've been saying it for years. And I must move out the way to introduce the book. I'm always promoting. And please, The Audacity of Woke. Let me move back, get it full. The Audacity of Woke. The Audacity of Woke by David Butler. It's on Amazon.com. You can get it $14.99 soft cover, or you can get it $9.99 Kindle. So it'll always be on your smart digital devices. Thank you. Thank you. This is February the 1st. And they call this month, which is February, Black His Story. I call it Black His Story. No, Black His Story. It's America's true story. If I love myself, then I love you. And if and when you love you, I love myself as well. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to let you know when our channel is on. Thank you for spending your few moments with us. Inspirational Minutes with David, weekly. We're going to try to give you something weekly. Try to detonate that brain. Try to detonate that mind. Try to peel off the layers of the calcium that's on your pineal gland. That's my assignment. Even if I wake up 1 or 2 people, my assignment is to unlearn and learn and to teach the truth. I love you. I love you in truth. Until next time, peace.